Okay, let's talk about this piece of shit movie.
So bad.
I remember when we saw Gods of Egypt, you saw the poster and it's like, man, we're gonna see that first thing, right, Evan? Yeah, I want to see it too. Yeah.
I did not.
I was like, you saying, well, you were excited about it.
No, I wasn't.
You were relatively excited.
No, I wasn't.
Well, you're denying it now.
Because I was never excited. I don't like Egypt as a subject.
No, I'm talking about when we walked out and saw the Alice in Wonderland poster.
Oh, that, yeah. I thought you meant the Gods of Egypt poster. I was like, what? No.
No. But when we saw the Alice in Wonderland, Alice through the looking glass
Yep.
poster, you're like, we're seeing this first thing ever. And you're like, yeah.
Because the book's good. I like the book.
And you like Tim Burton things.
Yeah. I like Tim Burton things. I like Alice in Wonderland.
This is not doing you well at all. Go on. There's a lot of headspace thing that I want to get rid of. I don't need this anymore. Anyway, this movie was a piece of shit.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Somehow worse than the first one.
So much worse than the first one, which is odd. That even just like the cold open is out of nowhere, completely unnecessary, and never brought up ever again.
The whole subplot about
The real world subplot
Alice-
salvation, garbage.
the whole thing about her selling the deed to the ship to get her house back. You didn't need that at all. You just
Not
have her.
one bit.
You just have her stuck in the sanitarium, and she just has to prove her own sanity bit.
That would be good writing.
Yeah.
Can't have that. Nope.
Because in the trailer, I thought that's how the movie was gonna open. And then it's just like have this other weird segue that just stops the movie for like 10 minutes.
See, it could just be that Buffy episode
Exactly.
in season 6. Where she's thinking she's insane because of something that happens. And in the end,
Yeah.
you don't know which was right. It's fantastic.
Exactly.
In the end, it could have been she was insane. Or it could be she was drugged
And it
in the
justifies
actual world.
how awful
The
every
complete
character is.
Flip side.
How awful every single character is.
Every single character has a complete, out of nowhere, completely unearned change of heart, motive of operation, just entire change of person.
It's adding a sympathetic backstory to the Red Queen. That is
It's
like
not
completely. It's supposed. Stupid. Hold on. Here's
Where's
another.
the body?
Okay, this is the whole backstory twist is that as a child, her grudge against Anne Hathaway like began because Anne
Who
Hathaway.
looks amazing in this movie.
Yeah, but like as a child, Anne Hathaway, she stole like the last tart, which their mom said not to eat, and then so she hid the crumbs under the bed.
No. So, she eats the middle and hides a small amount of crumbs under the end of the bed.
Yeah.
Then, the mom comes in, finds a bunch of crumbs on the side of the bed. It wasn't Anne Hathaway.
The movie doesn't frame it that way though, so it's just saying.
No, it does. It frames it exactly like that. Cause when they go back, it's Anne Hathaway and it's the Red Queen. And the Red Queen sees Anne Hathaway deny it. And she goes, "You did it, right?"
I thought
And
that-
Hathaway goes,
I
"No,
thought we were talking
I
about the-
still didn't do it."
Oh, they were talking about how she moved the crumbs.
Under the bed, a small amount of crumbs under the end of the bed.
But the movie, when at the end of the third, or like the start of the third act or whatever, when Red Queen and Anne Hathaway adult go back to see the events, it treats it like it's a big surprise. But we saw that already like half an hour ago. So the movie's just failing us in terms of editing.
But
it's supposed to
also-
hide that part.
Also, it's Anne Hathaway going, "No, seriously, that wasn't me."
But she admits,
Because she's lying at the end. Because it wasn't her.
this movie has no moral.
None. The moral is tell them what they want to hear and move on. Because, okay, so when you see her eat it, she eats the middle,
Yeah.
expressly eats the middle, and leaves a little bit of crust, tiny amounts that you see on the floor.
Yeah.
Then when the mom comes in and sees the crumbs,
It's a completely different
they're
size.
completely different crumbs. They're not Anne Hathaway's crumbs, and she's like, "Dude, not mine."
Let's talk about Anne Hathaway's.
All she had to do when that happened was go, "No, I did eat them, but my crumbs are over here. I don't know what the fuck those are. That's all she has to do. And then the Red Queen's like, what are those crumbs doing in here? And then the mom's like, oh, it's Uncle Tom again, eating cookies in your bed. He's a perv.
My favorite part is like how baby Red Queen runs out, and you're like, they're treating her like the murder.
The whole time, the mom comes in like, who did this? Who did this? It's like it's a fucking corpse.
This movie exists between only two. It exists between being unwatchably bad and being like hilariously bad. It's because, in terms of the like performances and like some of the weird shit you see. Like you see, like not only like Sacha Baron Cohen's ridiculous like shoulder pad costumes and whatever green screen stuff they did for the back of his head, but also like half the movie he's riding on. What's that train thing you see?
The weird pump action train.
Yeah, and he's
the push car,
and he's like flying through time in it, and it's the stupidest thing I've seen.
It's funny because the time sphere is supposed to be like a boat, so she knows how to drive it. But then the whole time it's making train noises and acting like a train. And Sacha Baron Cohen has a complimentary push car, which is for trains and not boats.
No, and then like
I don't know what the fuck metaphors they're using.
And then she first gets on the chronosphere, like there's like the pull me thing, and you hear a toilet flush sound.
Yes!
It's like
you keep hearing a toilet flush. What? They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And you brought up the whole thing in the beginning where like she first shows up to his castle and she's hiding. But like
what?
But remember, like right before that, they had a very weirdly written scene where before Anne Hathaway walks into like the clock thing, she goes, okay, I gotta do this thing, gotta find his castle, which is really not that hard. She just walks through.
Straight up.
She just have to find time, ask him, borrow the chronosphere, go back in time, help the Hatter, done.
So she goes in and she just keeps sneaking around, hiding.
And then she gets caught anyway, and she's like, hey, can we borrow this?
Can you help me?
No! This is dangerous. And she does it
Why
anyway.
are you sneaking around? Who are you? How are you here? All valid questions unasked. Why is she hiding? The whole first 20 minutes, I'm like, why is she hiding? And what's funnier is even earlier, when she's in the castle, the weird party for some reason, where she's in the Chinese thing that just gets disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens to that, but it just disappears.
Oh yeah, for some reason she just finds.
Don't know where that is, but she walks around, closes a door because she's following a butterfly, and then right away guards are like, "Hey, someone's in this room. We know that. Someone's in here."
This room's locked. This is really important.
This is so important. We're bringing everyone. Hey Tom, someone's in the room.
I had a chess game was gonna finish. Why is Humpty Dumpty in this movie?
How do they know right away someone's in the room and they're so mad about it? It's a party. People go in rooms.
It's called getting it on.
Business.
Oh yeah, all those.
The weird old men literally harumphing.
I'd rather have them, and then that whole. There's a whole scene where Cohen and Johnny Depp are dicking around with the CGI animals at tea time, and they stop the movie for a whole 2 minutes to do every time pun in the book. Oh, time's flying. I got time on my side.
He's flying.
What's the other one?
No, I'm literally on time. Oh! I hate everyone.
God damn it! I'm surprised you didn't scream.
I was grunting a lot.
Look, the moment you figured
and we kept yelling too easy. I kept yelling too easy. This is the laziest writing I've ever seen.
I am down for female screenwriters, but this screenwriter, she's written three straight up $1 billion movies, more or less in a row. I mean, Maleficent not billion, close enough.
Ugh.
And they're all awful.
Trash.
They're all applying structures to things that don't work. But here it's just so obviously mechanical. Especially the moment that she did the whole list off objective things. I'm like, this is you're not even trying to hide them.
Are you in high school?
No, when she first shows up to Wonderland, and then everyone keeps saying, Mad Hatter's sick. Have a whole scene with the Mad Hatter. Alice is like, Mad Hatter's sick. It's like, we told you this.
8,000,000 times. He's dying. I'm afraid I have bad news. And no one's like, yeah, we're the ones who just literally told you that. They're all like, oh, it's news.
And then afterwards, just like doing weird hand stuff.
The whole movie. I like it though. It works.
She's gotta do
It's
something.
nonsense.
I feel
She's
like
this movie's awful. Look at my hands instead. They're doing weird stuff.
some of these outfits look great.
Oh yeah, Anne Hathaway looks amazing. The movie's pretty most of the time.
The de-aging technology Disney's been using for a while now, since Ant-Man, looks incredible.
Except for the Red Queen,
Oh, yeah.
who looks awful. Awful.
Looks about the same.
Awful. That zoom in is just the roughest thing.
I don't know, it was handled a little bit better in the first one, but here it's just all over the place, and it feels inconsistent. Like that first, like,
That eye makeup, the blue, and her face, it looks like plastic,
like
kinda?
there's like an extreme close. There's not an extreme close, but there's like a big close, very extended close up of her face.
Of her whole head.
And we saw it.
Just in your face.
We saw it in IMAX, so it's like her face is like taking like 80% of the screen, and I'm like, take it away
It's
from
so
me.
hard to deal with.
This is the worst thing. This is the worst IMAX movie We paid to see since Transformers.
True.
This is true.
True.
It's about as much. It gave me as much of a headache.
But, I mean, this one did feel faster. And was funnier.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Are you kidding me? I thought I lived and died in Transformers.
That's fair.
Transformers was like 8 hours.
That's fair.
It wouldn't stop.
That's fair.
At least this one had pacing of some kind. Garbage pacing and nonsense characters.
Those the little like time minion things. Those looked exactly like Transformers.
They made no purpose.
I don't know why.
Minutes turned into hours, and you were like, "What?"
Time is a really stupid character too, because like
Fucking
he
dumb
should
as
know
shit.
everything. He is time.
He's just so mean. He keeps calling everyone idiots and his own servants idiots, so the whole movie he's established as a jackass. And at the very end, he's like, I
gotta
love you,
save
Alice.
you guys."
I'll never forget you.
No, I was like, I love you. What's the name of the stupid butler guy? Butler robot.
I don't know, something... Oh, the German accent.
These accents.
Oh, I need to
awful.
help you, mister.
It doesn't even
Oh.
feel wacky. It just feels tired.
Oh my god.
Nothing's
Those
like.
were, awful German accents. They make no sense.
This is awful. Cause like it's like.
I did a pretty good impression of his voice when we were in there.
This movie is awful.
It was so bad. Would that this hoodie were
We're
a time
honey.
hoodie?
Time travel is really hard to write, guys.
Would that this desk were a time desk so I could go back and fix all my
I made a
past
point about
mistakes.
this when walking through. It was like in Back to the Future 2, like when they did go back in time to mess around with like stuff that happened in the past. They didn't know like the exact details of a plan. But like here, like there is no like because it's like
Hey man, I have my own problems with that movie. Time is
It's-
the fourth dimension. You don't change it.
Wonderland, like it doesn't have a logic on top of that, but also like there's no saying, oh, I'll just go back in time, and, oh, I'll just go directly to like the day where the Hatter's family like died.
Forgot one of the worst lines.
Which one?
when I think it's Anne Hathaway or something goes, don't see yourself in the past, otherwise the past is history.
Or like my break.
No, when she says the past is history,
Oh yeah, that's fair.
it's like, of course it is, it's the past! You can't use that to imply destruction when it's literally the past! No!
Oh man, the ending's the worst because like it's a bunch of CGI red things that's happening, but I don't even know what's supposed to be.
They changed the time! The whole thing they established, like in Interstellar, is you don't change time! Thank you, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You don't change time! You don't change it!
Yeah, that was really, I really the worst part. I guess one of the worst parts is when you figured out the twist about where the parents were. Because earlier when Alice like goes to the baby Underland people, and like there's like a one-off scene where like baby Red Queen. She's playing with this ant thing.
Ant farm.
And then, like, when they, in the future, when they get to, like, her separate banish thing, which I don't want to even get to, she's still playing it around.
Eating people.
And then when Hatter and Alice get to the top there, and you're like, the family's in the anthill. It's like, no. And then, like, they draw the hat and the thing, and I'm like...
It's all drawn out.
And I wanted to punch someone.
I said, I'm gonna be so mad if they're in that goddamn ant farm.
I want to punch someone.
And they fucking were. As soon as she shook it up and was like, haha, your work is nothing, I was like, they're in the fucking ant farm.
And then
cunt.
God damn.
I was so mad.
I'm out.
And how weird was her castle where they go through and just random awful things keep happening to them?
I want to know what the tentacle thing, crazy
Right?
hair. I want to know what that
It
was.
was like the Norwegian molesting tree from Cabin in the Woods.
So, this...
No, the angry molesting tree. That's what happened. It was an angry molesting tree.
X-Men has to be better than this tomorrow.
It has to be.
Okay, that's it. Watch us 12 hours later being like, it was worse.
No, it can't be. It can't be.